Good morning, class. I'm Vivek Bardasur from TMU, Tirthanga Mahavir University. Again, I'm with you all for the topic on personality and the subject organizational behavior. We have discussed many things in the previous class. Today, we are moving further on the topic organizational behavior, in which we will be studying and will be continuing with the topic. So, moving further, the topic which we are going to start with is about the personality traits. See, the personality traits are something which represent about what are the different traits or what are the different things a personality carries up. In which the first trait is authoritarian. Authoritarian or authoritarianism is something which represents that in which the person as an individual person who takes up the things, who understands the things in his own behavioral personality side, he takes up the things and he take up the thing more into the autocratic mode. He take up things more into the autocratic mode, and he's more in a he's more take up the things as a facilitative or a anti-democratic appeals. He doesn't believe in the democracy. He is more in an authoritarian mode, and a person in this category he try to dominate the other people, other other members in the group, society, or the organization. So remember this particular personality, they are something which are even required in the organization. The people who are on the senior leadership sides, who are on the top organizations, who are working as a supervisors or as in managers, a certain percentage of this particular skill is required in them in order to execute those things. Now the second is bureaucratic personality. Bureaucratic personality is a personality which is just opposite to the autocratic personality. Bureaucratic personality is based upon the respect for the organizational rules and regulations. A person who respect and obey the rules and regulations of the organization, a person who respect the various guidelines and policies of the organization, and in this, a person is just opposite to the authoritarian approach. A person believes that their rules exist for everyone, the guidelines exist for everyone. So, in this particular approach, a bureaucratic person he is somewhere directly or indirectly believes in the formal relationship with his team members, with his colleagues, with his subordinates, everyone. And that formal and informal relationship is based on the hierarchy of the position. Based on the hierarchy of the position. So, in this particular type of personality, these people do not have the skills to take the risk. They do not take up many initiatives. This type of personality usually take up the things as being guided by their mentors, by their seniors, by their officers to them, and they obey their guidelines and perform the task as being told to them. So that is called as a bureaucratic personality. Third is machiavellianism, or also called as a macro personality. Macho personality. This is an interesting personality. This was given by Niccolo Machiavelli, who in 16th century gave the concept that how a person, individual person, can gain or use his power to get the things done. So this is even sometimes I have heard the word called macho personality, macho person. This word macho or the macho personality is referring to the same thing. In this, the word power plays an important role. So in this type of personality, a person who is holding a power or who has a power in his hand is said to be as a it is said to be as a person that demonstrate this matchlivism personality. So this Mako man or the matchman is basically a pragmatic and also maintains the emotional distance and believes that the ends can justify the means. So this is a person who, fortunately or unfortunately, is a pragmatic person. And more importantly, this person, as a mature person, they flourish when they interact face to face with others. When they interact with other people one to one, that time they try to demonstrate their power, they try to demonstrate their skills, they try to showcase their energy, due to which their personality blooms up, their personality grows up. And these persons are very highly self-confident, and they have a high self-esteem. If you praise someone, if you give some good respect to someone, these are those people who are very energetic in those categories. So this is something which is very very important, very very vital for this particular category of people. Next, these are those people who are especially successful in exploiting the structured situations into the vulnerable projects. Now, interesting personality about there is called introvert personality and extrovert personality. Remember, introvertism and extrovertism represent the introvert and the extrovert personality, and introvert and extrovert personality is directly correlated to a very important area of personality. And we have been listening or reading about these personalities, or we have faced these personalities in our earlier phase also. So, what is introvertism and extrovertism? Again, with you on this particular topic. Introvertism and extrovertism are these two terms which are associated with the interpersonal behavior of an individual in this society. Extroverts are more generous and social people, whereas introverts are shy, quiet, and retiring people. These are those people who remain silent, who remains confined to themselves. Introvert are those people. They are not very energetic. Also, they are not you can say, the risk-taking persons. Extrovert people are mostly suitable for the positions which requires considerable interaction with others. For example, if you are looking into the jobs like customer care executives, or even into the marketing areas, or into the HR areas, there the people are more. That time the people have to be more extrovert into the nature. What if you find the people who are somewhere, who are directly or indirectly into the research, who are more into the, for example, into the academics or somewhere, that time introvert personality also meets up. Or into the official jobs, bureaucratic jobs, into the government departments, then the introvert personality also meets up. So that time the people have to do their job silently sitting on the chair, they do not have to mix up those people and those things and those different things. So this is something very important. The managerial positions are dominated by the extrovert, whereas the introvert people work alone best when they are alone, and even they are not very much influenced by the external environments. So over here in this slide, we can see a small comparison between the introvert and extrovert type of personality. This introvert and extrovert type of personality can be compared through this table. This table reflects, first part reflects about the introvert personality. So introvert people, they are not mandatory, but usually they are fine shy, but it is not mandatory. So in this first part, they are not necessarily shy. But extrovert people, they are usually also not seen that they are usually successful. It is not. It is sometimes been seen that you go and mix up with other people, start making the networking or grow that way. It will help you professionally, but it is also not very. You can say professional statement that if you are going and meeting up with the people, then you are successful. So introvert over here, introvert reflects these all personalities. First, introvert reflects a people to be more cautious and reflective. They love to read. They have few close to friends. They are friends, but they are very limited and they are close. They are excellent listeners. They are quiet in the classes. Give people the energy. Like to be alone. They hate small talks, and always they are trying to focus on the task which has been given to them and the purpose and the objective of those tasks. They usually like to work alone, and they can even be seen as intense, and they concentrate well and tend to be more with the specific people. Whereas extrovert people are very, very quick responders. They respond to anything, anytime, anywhere. They do not take time to respond. They are highly active. They establish the multiple and the fluid relationship with each others. They talk more and they listen less. This is something very challenging with them. They speak a lot, they speak a lot, and usually seem they listen less, because of which many times they make the mistakes also. More importantly, they draw the energy from more people they are surrounded with. High number of people are in their environment, more energetic you will feel them. More, more confident you will feel them. They are very social, they love long chats, long talks, long discussions. Even they speak up without thinking. They do not take chance to think. Next important, they are easygoing, easily distracted, and they even tend to be the dog people. That means they are very adjusted people, and they tend to be the cat. So this can be again seen through this particular slide as an introvert and extrovert. The introvert people are those people who are very reflective and thoughtful, who are quietly reserved, who are solitude, who are deeply focused, who are engaged in with respect to themselves, that is introspectively, and the last is they are emotionally self-aware. With respect to the extrovert are socially enthusiastic people. They are outgoing and talkative. These people are very energy seeking and also adventure loving. So now moving to the next topic into our slide. Next topic is about the personality traits and their into the organizational part. So the first part is about the problem solving style. So into the problem solving style, the first part we'll discuss about there are following types of four problem solving style. The first style is sensational feeling style. Sensational feeling style represents when a person sense the problem themselves and they feel the problem also. The sensational feeling style is when the people are dependable, friendly, social, and they approach facts with the human concerns. कोई भी person, any person who is directly or indirectly concerned with their teammates, with their members, with their societies, and they take up them as in their own family members. These people are very dependable. These people are even pragmatic and methodological. They solve the problems with proper logics, proper answers, proper steps, proper processes. And these people are usually found into those areas, for example, doing the jobs into the teaching, customer relations, social workers, or into the marketing areas. These people are more usually find out. Next is sensation thinking style. Earlier is feeling, second is thinking. In thinking, that means you will more focus with your brain, you will more think on those things. When we talk about the thinking style, these people are more practical, logical, decisive, and sensitive. ये लोग बहुत लॉजिकल होते हैं, ये लोग बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा strong decision sensitive होते हैं. They take up the decisions very quickly and strongly. So these people prefer bureaucratic type of organizations and they are not highly suitable. They are not highly suitable for the jobs where interpersonal relations are more in demand. These people can be seen more into the technical areas, for example, into the technical side as an engineer, production departments, or even into the computers, even into the pharma side, research side. ये लोग वहाँ पे ज़्यादा आते हैं. Where you have to use your mind, you have to use and think logical, and you have to do the things more there. Next is problem solving style. Next is about the intuition feeling style. Earlier we have seen sensational feeling. Next we are seeing intuitional feeling. So intuition feeling is something where the task has not happened, but someone is feeling those things. They are intuitionally finding those things. So into the intuition feeling style, these are enthusiastic people. They are oriented, charismatic, and helpful. They are those people. They are directly or indirectly more helpful with each other. These people are those who are more suited with the public relations, advertising, politics, and personal areas. So these people are more useful to those areas and they are more confined to those areas. And the last fourth one is intuition thinking style. Intuition thinking style के अंदर earlier we have in the previous slide we have seen sensation thinking. Now over here is intuition thinking. Intuition thinking, these people are very, very creative, energetic, ingenious, and also the jobs which are challenging to them in terms of the design, analysis, and system designs. These people are used over there. For example, these people can be seen on the top management of the organizations. These people can be even seen into various research side, into the law side, judiciary side, other places where you can find people of this type of personality. That is means intuition thinking. Intuition thinking क्या होता है? They are those who are very creative, those people who are very energetic, those people who are very ingenious in themselves. So these people are those categories of those things. So next part in this slide is about comparing the personalities with respect to the judging and the perspective personality. The judging personalities are those personalities, or judging personalities are those personalities in which the things can be taken up more naturally and planned. They are more energized when the things are under their control and as per their earlier plans, and they know how the things have to be done, about their rules, regulations, and how the things have to be executed. Whereas perceiving type of personalities are those personalities which take up the things spontaneously. They are more flexible. They are easily adjustable. These people follow the path where they can find out those things very easily. So in this, you can see the perspective type of personalities. They are seen more as in spontaneous people. They work very, very quickly. They are very spontaneous. They do not think for the other things. They do the things as they perceive, as they accept, as they understand the things. More importantly, they are more easygoing and relaxed. They do not think about others. They are more carefree. These people are more you can say they think about the thing, they just analyze the things, they quickly solve those things and then finish those things. These type of personalities are those people. These people are many times seen they are disregarding the rules because they are taking up the things as they feel about themselves, as they take up the things themselves. These people are also open for very new changes. Many are more adaptable. Many times they are seen disorganized because they do not follow the rules. They take up the things randomly, so they are usually seen as in disorganized people also. And the last is they show a procrastination a lot. These people are categorized in this category. Next topic is locus of control. So what is locus of control? The topic itself says what are those important things in the personality traits which control. So locus of control is a very important topic. Locus of control represents the area, the energy, or it represents those things which controls the individual's personality. So locus of control refers to the individual belief there or the events which are either within one's control, that is called internal locus of control, or are determined by the forces beyond one's control, that is outside those control. So some people believe that they are master of their own fate. Some people believe that they are master of their own fate and they are labeled as an internal, while other people themselves are seeing that they are the pawns of the fate, and this type of people are considered under the external locus of control. In short, locus of control is nothing, it is the individual belief, individual values, individual ethics which controls the individual personality, that is called locus of control. Now, internal locus of control has following characteristics. Internal locus of control represents internal have more control over their own behavior because they have their own belief, own system which controls about their own behavior, personality. Internal are more active in seeking more information. Internal prefer skills, achievements, and outcomes, and they are more independent. They prefer participative management, holds the job for higher status, and advance more rapidly in their careers. With respect to this part, internal locus of control have better health habits. They have incident of sickness and absenteeism are lower in those people, and internal prefer intrinsic rewards. These are few features, few characteristics which you can find in when the people are more involved into the internal, are their personality are controlled by their internal locus of control. Next is about the external locus of control. External locus of control controls individual's personality as these are less satisfied with their jobs and they can be seen with higher absenteeism rate. They prefer direct management. Then even these people are more dependent on the mercy or more dependent upon the destiny as compared to other people. They believe that everything happened is because of the wish of the God or because of the will of the God. They are more controlled by the outside forces that affect the things which are happening, and they are more interested in the job security which are over there. So external prefers the extrinsic reward. Now into the personality, the next topic into our topic is self-esteem. What is self-esteem? Self-esteem is something which represents the feeling of one's like or dislike for oneself. Something which is pleasing someone, something which is not pleasing someone. Once the label things which likes or dislikes someone. So it is a degree of the respect a person has for himself or herself, and few of them in the findings are, for example, are as below. Self-esteem is directly related to the expectation of the success. For example, someone is very happy, someone is very successful, someone is very, you can say, is very active for specific things, then his self-esteem for those tasks will be higher. People with high esteem will choose unconventional job and take more risk in the job selections. Those people who have high self-esteem, they are ready to take up the risk. Those people have the option to grow more positively. Then people with low self-esteem will choose their conventional job. It is something very, very important and is being seen. People with low self-esteem are more susceptible to the external influence when compared to those with the high self-esteem. People with low self-esteem tend to be concerned with pleasing others. Remember, those people who have a low self-esteem, they are always fine helping or pleasing the people, those who are with the high self-esteem. They are working for those people. High esteem people are very friendly and are affectionate. Low self-esteem people are depressed, blame others for their own failures. High esteem people are high performers, while low esteem people are poor performers. Now, what is self-monitoring? Self-monitoring represents the ability of a person or a trait that measures the individual's ability to adjust his behavior to the external situation or the factors. Individual with the high self-monitoring adjust with the external situation. High self-monitors can behave differently in different situations, and self-monitors cannot deviate from other behaviors. Now, high self-monitors will be more successful in the managerial positions. Remember, high self-monitor people will be more successful in the managerial. So, what is self-monitoring? Self-monitoring is basically the personality trait which measures the individual ability to adjust his behavior to the external situation. कोई भी individual कितना comfortably किसी और environment में रम जाता है, adjust हो जाता है, इसे हम उसकी self monitoring part, मतलब self awareness या self cautiousness ability. Next personality tool is risk taking. Risk taking is basically as in you can say a tool in which, for example, if there is an impulsive persons are having high risk taking abilities. There are those people who are seen with the high risk taking as in managers. They will make decisions very rapidly. Then they are very cautious also on those things. Whereas a very cautious and a low risk taking managers will take low risk taking abilities. Therefore, depending on the job, depending on the personality, this risk taking ability varies from individual to individual and person to person. The job of a broker in the brokerage firm demands high risk, whereas job of an accountant may be filled up with the low risk taking traits. Next is type A and type B personality. Type A and type B is more represented by the working style, hard working or basically a slow working employee, or someone is an aggressive or non-aggressive employee. That way we can classify the team employees as a hard working, either type A or type B person. So type A people are people who are impatient, aggressive, highly competitive are termed as a type A people. But those people who are easygoing, non-competitive and are termed as type B personality. This can be seen through a small chart over there. For example, type A people can be seen, they are filled with conviction, they are assertive and they are arrogant and also grandiose. Whereas in this, you can see these people, when you talk about, they are entertaining and expressive, whereas they are more social and obtuse. When you talk about the other phase, these people are risk tolerant, these people have a charming, persuasive personality, and also they are impulsive and manipulative. And when you talk about their imagination skills, so this in this they are very creative, visionary, whereas these people are subject to the wacky ideas. Now, from all these above mentioned personality traits which we have discussed, we can assume or understand that personality is immense helpful in selection of the right kind of people for the different kind of job. There may be different kind of job, but our purpose is to select the right people for the right job as a manager, as a HR person, and even as an individual, we have to ensure that we join the job which meets to our personality. And if analysis of the individual's personality is done very carefully, very strongly, it will give their strength and weakness very nicely. So understanding the personality will also help in designing the training programs and many other things into the organization. So there are few school of thoughts with respect to this part: rationalism, empirism, structuralism, functionalism, associatism, behavioralism, and descent psychology. This is just for an idea. So over here we will be closing to our topic. We have finished with our unit called personality. Now next we will go to our different unit into our subject organizational behavior. This is for the today's class. Thank you.